everyone. Welcome at this morning meeting and lecture by Jim Zogby. Welcome on behalf of YPO Czechoslovak chapter, which is organizing this morning meeting with cooperation with Forum 2000, who were kind enough to help us to secure this morning wonderful speaker. I happen to be also on the Forum 2000 Corporate Council, which is producing the business part of the annual conferences and helping to integrate that part of the society and the issues. And for the last 3-4 years into the very interesting conference which they placed every fall in Prague. To get a little bit of a taste of the YPO, we thought that we would, since we are quite a chamber-like setting, maybe I will ask you to maybe just briefly introduce each other to get the meeting kicked off, and I will introduce our meeting, our speaker, and get the meeting underway.
Okay, thanks. Good morning, everybody. Roman Stupka. I am responsible for Ericsson business in Czech Republic. I've been in YPO for nearly 3 years. I enjoyed very much this response.
Well, Sanjeev Suri, I'm president of Zatishi Group in YPO for 7 years now.
My name is Jiří Novotný, and I'm the general manager of the Arena Hotel, which is a small hotel and restaurant.
Jeremy Zagji, teaching at Metropolitan University and editor at Forum 2000.
Olda Šerný, the executive director of Forum 2000.
William Markidis with Markidis Business Management, been with YPO for 10 years since we started.
Mikhail Fabian, I'm the country manager of American Express with YPO for 2 years now.
Michal Šteček, responsible for the company Utisin, and with YPO for 2 years.
That was Sikora office people.
And president of YPO Czechoslovakia.
Currently, yes.
Don't be shy.
I'm Adrian Fowler, I'm with Mondi, and I'm in the process of joining YPO.
Stanislav Kura, Executive Director for Products and Strategy in Telefonica.
My name is Scott Molo. I'm from Management Consultancy Hague. I'm the General Manager of Czech Republic, Hungary, and Slovakia, and I'm here as a guest today.
We'll be trying to recruit him.
My name is Nikos Valmodis, I'm with Kofiman.
Jakub Katal from the Forum 2000 Foundation.
Dita Stejskalová Ogilvy, I'm also as a guest here.
Good morning, I'm Joan Hanna. I'm CEO of Česká Radio Komunikace, which is a TV and radio broadcaster in the Czech Republic. I've been YPO member for 2 years.
Morning, my name is Rita Hess. Together with my husband, we have a family-owned private equity firm and YPO membership since 2003, 2004.
I'm just here as a guest, Priscilla Ducalier.
My name's Pepper DeCallier. I'm a cameraman in my off hours, and Honza's partner at Bubenik Partners.
My name is Jan Bubenik, and I've been with YPO for about a year. And, along with Pepper, we run an executive search and coaching business based in Prague, focused on Central Eastern Europe. Thank you, everyone, for sharing short bios with us. And let me get to the matter of this morning. We are very privileged to have a distinguished speaker, Paul Zogby, President and CEO of Zogby International, worldwide research and marketing firm based in Utica, New York, with offices in Washington, D.C. and Miami. John founded the company in 1984 and now conducts businesses in more than 70 countries. Zogby holds a degree in history from Lemoyne College and Syracuse University, and taught history and political science for 24 years. And in addition, he's a member of the Board of Trustees of Lemoyne College and is also a senior advisor to the Kennedy School of Government at Harvard University. John is author of The Way We Will Be, the Zogby report on transformation of American Dream, which has been published by Random House last August. A special interest of Zogby International is a focus on 18 till 29 years old, a generation Zogby refers as first globals or as first global citizens. Zogby's polling and research have been uncovering a number of interesting and distinct features about this unique and outward-looking generation. In addition to their openness to diversity, global outlook, and demand for honesty, accountability from politicians and institutions, John Zogby writes that first globals are broad-minded, free of orthodoxy, willing to think things through on their own, and resistant to imposed answers. We are pleased to welcome John here today to speak on the first global citizens. John, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jan, and Pepper, and Priscilla, and YPO, and Forum 2000, and my son Jeremy, who I have donated to Prague for the past 2 years, year and a half. Just want to give you some idea of the pressure that someone faces when you're in my business. I spend quite a bit of time on the road doing speaking events, mainly in the United States, but really all over the world, and just saw a contract come in from a cruise line. They invited me to speak in exchange for a 1-week cruise, lovely, through Europe. And I got the contract. Generally, I don't read the contracts. I let somebody else read them, but I read this one, and it said that this is the truth. I will be speaking when we are out at sea. And I am booked for 3 speeches, and a team will review my first speech. And if in any way it's judged to not be up to their standards, I must find my own way home. I don't know. I don't know. But that's the sort of pressure that we face in this business. I want to talk a little bit about what's going on in the U.S. And then from there, move on to this notion of global citizens. And a group that I'm very, very upbeat about, 18 to 29-year-olds. But first of all, I think it's really instructive that people who conduct business worldwide, people who conduct business in the United States, have an understanding that there really has been a transformation of the American character over the last decade or so. And that the economic hard times, what we're commonly referring to now as the Great Recession, is actually a phenomenon that in no way negates this trend or this change in the American character, that in fact it accelerates the changes that have taken place. And essentially, among the key changes that I've seen is a transformation in the American dream. The American dream traditionally has been defined in material terms, meaning the story of rags to riches, or the story of a home in the suburbs, or a piece of land, or becoming the CEO of a corporation, some form of material success.